Hello, everybody. I want to wish a happy Father's Day to single dads as well as single mothers. Now, mothers who are single play the role of both father and mother. So, even though they have their own day, I want to say happy Father's Day to those single mothers as well. How'd you guys go in there for a second, huh? Sorry, this isn't that kind of video. Happy Father's Day to all you underappreciated fathers out there, and I can relate because I am one of them. Hi, this is my Father's Day story. I have a daughter, I have one child, and my daughter wanted to go to a birthday party a couple weeks ago, and for some odd reason, her mother couldn't take her, even though it was her weekend. But that's beside the point. So I worked that day, and so I got off of work. I left work early just so I can take her to the party. So got off of work, and I went to go pick her up. And I asked my daughter, before I went to the party, what do you want to get your friend for her birthday? Because this was last minute. She just told me about it the day before. So, well, I tell her to let me know on the way there, on the way to pick her up, where we need to stop to get her friend a gift. And she told me, well, my friend says she doesn't want a gift. You know how kids talk. My daughter's 12 years old, going on 13. And she said, well, she doesn't really want a gift. She said, I don't have to get her anything. And, this is a teachable moment. I told my daughter, no, when you go to someone's house, especially to somebody's birthday party, this is your friend, right? You should get her something. Even though she didn't ask for something, you go ahead and buy her something anyway. And so I asked my daughter, what does your friend like? What do we need to get her? And so she told me her friend likes Hollister. So okay, so we, since I didn't want to buy anything specific because she seems like she doesn't really know, what type of clothing her friends like. So I said, well, we're just gonna get her a gift card. And so I got the gift card, and excuse me, we went and bought the gift card at a mall nearby her friend's house, and we proceeded to the party. And we get over to her friend's house, and we're outside the door, and my daughter looks up at me. Well, looks up a little bit because she's almost as tall as I am. That's just strange how these kids grow these days. But anyway, she says, Dad, well, when do I give her the card? She says, and I said, well, I laugh, and I'm like, hey, you've been to birthday parties before, right? I just had to mess with her a little bit. I said, okay, well, all right, when we go in, when you see your friend, you say happy birthday, and then you say, here's a gift card, here's a gift card, just hand her the card. It's that simple, you have to make a big, it's not a big thing. And it's funny because my daughter makes, she pretends to be innocent around me, but I know this is 2019, and these 13-year-olds, 12 and 13-year-olds, they know a lot more than we did when we were 12 and 13. Thanks to the internet. The internet is a double-edged sword. I mean, so we go into the party, and I kind of feel alone because I'm like the only dad there, but I do it because my daughter, she asked me to go, because I did ask twice to make sure that she wanted me to go and not her mom, but that's the way it goes. And plus, this isn't the first birthday party I've been to. I believe I've been to all of the parties since he switched schools and gone to this school, because this was her first year of middle school, and I think I know the mothers of her friends better than her mother does. I hate to I'm mentioning it because it's true, and it's kind of sad, but fathers like me don't get the appreciation that we deserve, and that's the way it is. That's the way society's built up. I'm not claiming to be father of the year or anything like that, but I'm trying. I do work a lot, and most of my free time is attributed to my daughter. So I try to make it that way. And I'm one, I can never be a weekend father. Even though me and her mom been divorced for 8 years now, I can never be a weekend father. That's just not me. I'm not built that way. I know a lot of guys think that because they spend 2 weekends out of the month with their daughter that they're actually being fathers and spending time with them. But that's a minimal amount of time, and you really can't get through to your kid just spending the weekends with them. Especially when they become teenagers, because I've noticed the change from in my daughter from when she was 5 years old to now. And a lot of times I know us as dads used to freeze our kids at like 5 years old because I was her hero at that point. Everything I did was gold, and kids grow up, and that's something to be accepted. And now she's coming into her own. She has her own frame of thought. She has she's starting to have her own type of her own ideology to speak. But this is a very important time in a child's life, and dads, it's essential for fathers to be in their kids' life during the teen years, especially daughters. It's very important, of course, for dads to be there for their sons, but some people think, they get the impression that dads don't need to be involved with their daughters, but it is very important to play an active role in your daughter's life. Put it this way, you are the template of what she's going to view in men. You are the example of how your daughter is going to view a man. So whatever you do in front of her, whatever your insecurities are, she's going to see them and subconsciously insert them in her mind. And she might look for guys that have the same qualities that you have. So if she sees you as a single father out here with a different woman every month, if she sees you being an alcoholic, excessively drinking, or smoking weed or doing drugs or whatever else, that's what she's going to expect to see in other men. So be very careful what you do around your children, especially your young daughters, because guess what? If you're an alcoholic, if you abuse women, if you're a womanizer, and you do this in the presence of your daughter, especially as she gets older and becomes a young teen and then becomes a teenager, guess what? Don't be surprised if she brings home some jackass who's treating her bad and who's a quote unquote bad boy. He exudes all the qualities that you dislike for your daughter. And try to be good examples for your kids, son or daughter. But and I can only speak for daughters because I have one, and it's a little bit different. Boys and girls are different. Yes, they are. Sorry, they're just different. And girls seem to be a lot sharper at a younger age. They know what they want at a much younger age. It's a little more complex with young girls. And I noticed the big change in my daughter right now, and I accept it. It is what it is. She's, I know she's gonna grow up, and I know she's gonna date a guy in about 10, 15, 20 years. Well, maybe not that long, but I hope later than sooner, please. Yeah, and I noticed, things that she changed. She went from Disney to shopping and iPhones, and now that's what she's all about. Even when we go out to eat, she has her face down in her iPhone, and I'm like snapping, like, hey, I'm here. Let's, let me talk with you, because our time is limited. So, I like to, I like her to open up to me. If there's anything wrong, I'm her dad, but I would like her to open up to me if she has if she feels depressed, if there's anything wrong, if she feels sad for any reason, I would like her to talk to me. If something she can't come to her mother with, I always let her know that I'm here. You can come and talk to me. I mean, please, I'd rather you tell me if there's something going wrong at school, if you have issues with friends or something like that, or schoolwork. Please, you can talk to me. I mean, if it's being difficult, if it's becoming difficult for you, I'm here. I mean, even, I'm not gonna take anything away from your mother. Your mother's here as well, but I can only speak for me. So open up to me and we can discuss it. I'm not gonna yell and scream, I'm gonna be rational. I'm the rational one, so you can talk to me. Now in closing, I just want to say to fathers, stay in your kids' life, man. Stay in your sons or daughters' lives. Make sure you're aware of what they're doing at school, even when you're a single father. If you're a divorced dad, you divorce wives and not your kids. Don't ever let a woman keep you from seeing your kids or from being in your kids' lives. So if there's a disagreement between me and her mother, I will deal with her mother when my daughter's not around. But I make it a point not to argue in front of my daughter, even right now. And make sure a lot of what your kids are doing, man. Just don't just be a weekend father. If you live close to your kid, if you live in the same city, make every effort to spend a lot of your free time with them, because once they grow up, you can't go back. Once they're an adult, you're gonna wish that you spent more time with them. Try to avoid this. Spend as much time as you can with them. I try to, as I can spend more. I should spend more, but so those weeks I'm not working on the weekends, I'm spending with her, and I make it a point to see her a few times a week if possible. We go to dinner, anything to pick her up. I ask her about her homework. I'm patched into the school loop at her school, so I get all of her schoolwork, and if she's missing anything, if she misses assignments, she knows she's gonna get a text or a call from me, and I'm gonna question her about these assignments. I'm not gonna wait on her mother. And these are the things that you can do as a father. Just stay involved. If they have sports or the extracurricular activities, make sure you're there. Make sure you go to the track meets, to volleyball tournaments, basketball, baseball, whatever they're into, cheerleading. I can say when my daughter played baseball, I was almost at every practice. When she did cheerleading, I was at almost every event. I think I only missed only one. When she had her track meet, I was there. I made it a point to attend all of her award ceremonies when she got certificates, and my daughter got a lot over the years. So things like that. I made it a point to miss work. I would go leave work, go to the ceremony, and then go back to work. And I have a job where I can do that. I have a career where I'm able to do that. I know a lot of guys can't do that. Depending on the type of work you do and the position you have, you can't just leave work. Well, you guys, I like to close in saying, have a happy Father's Day. Do something with your kids, not just on Father's Day. Make it a habit, make it a regular occurrence for you to take your son or daughters out to dinner, take them to amusement parks, take them, anywhere they want to go, because, once they become adults, you don't want to look back and have any regrets about their childhood. So, once again, this is Eddie Enigma. You've been Enigma 5, and peace. Try and be a good example for your kids. I know it's hard, but try, and don't let a woman discourage you from doing this.